Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a vertical herb garden out of a simple pallet. So as you can see from the pictures there, we just have a normal wooden pallet. The first thing we're going to do is take a crowbar or a nail bar or a hammer, whatever you have, and we're going to start removing some of these timber lats here. And we're going to use them then underneath the underside of the pallet to stop our earth from falling through. So as you can see here, this is made with one hand. It's easy enough, just prise up the boards. They're usually held together with two nails. So just remove those, and you'll need three for this one. There's one lat in the middle, one on the top and one on the bottom. And you'll see now in a second where they go. So when you go around to the underside of the pallet or the back of the pallet, you can see that this is where we're going to nail these on. If you have nails, you can use them, but I had some of these decking screws left over from a job I did before, so I just screwed in two of those. So you can see a lat on the top, a lat in the middle, and a lat on the bottom. And that's pretty much all the heavy lifting we have to do, or hard work we have to do with this vertical pallet. Next up, you need to paint it or preserve it. You can leave it looking natural if you want, but I decided we had some garden furniture paint left over, so we're going to give it a good coat of that. The chances are it's going to be outside, but it's going to be moist or wet all the time from the earth and the moss, so it's no harm to give it a good coat of paint to try and preserve it and keep it as long as we can. So there we have, that's the first coat on the back, and on the front we're going to give it a good coat as well. Probably put 2 or 3 coats in the front. The back will be up against the wall, so one coat might do that. Getting into all these little crevices and joints because it's going to be wet. Along here on the fronts, I'm going to sand it a little bit because I'm going to put some blackboard paint on that so that we can write on the name of the herbs afterwards. You'll see that in a second. So then I went around, I put on some masking tape just to give me an outline for my blackboard paint to keep them nice and rectangular and tidy on the front. So this is the Rustin's blackboard paint. It's available in most hardware shops. 2 coats of that, so I just ran that across the front. It's a real handy product. If you want to make any blackboards for kids' toys or anything, it's very handy. Just paint it onto a sheet of plywood or something. So as you can see there, I have 2 coats gone on. We've room for 6 different types of herbs. So what I did then was, some people buy black polythene. I had some fertilizer bags left over when I got some turf, so I just cut the bottoms off of those. They fitted perfectly in. They were the exact width and length of the pallet sections. So I just kind of folded those over and stapled them in with this wood staple gun, and that's going to hold the moss and the earth in there so that they don't fall through basically onto each other. So making sure to keep them just to the edge of the timber, nice and tidy all the way around. Nice little pockets there for the herbs to fit into. So that's what a finished one looks like. It's nice and neat and tidy, and it's cheap. You don't have to go buying polythene. Then you can use whatever kind of fixings you want. I just use steel nails. I left about 3 lats free at the back of the pallet. So 1, 2, and 3. And there's 4 nails gone into each one of those, so that should be well strong enough to hold that. So then I kind of just start finishing off putting in my plastic. I started taking off my masking tape so you can see the clean edges on the blackboard paint there now. So it's starting to take shape now. Next, all I had to do was plant my herbs. I got these, and you can get them in any herb garden or garden centre. And there you have it. So we have our mint, our lettuce, our basil, parsley, and it's looking really well, I think. So thank you very much for watching.